Independence in marketing means that marketers have to be curious and humble. In today's day and age, it's more important to acknowledge that there can be many right answers. Marketers cannot derive everything, all the right answers just by conversations within the office. The problems can be inside out, but the answers will invariably be outside in. It will come from listening to consumers. It will learn from listening to all the feedback that we can get from the market. At the end of the day, marketers need to experiment. In comparison to 10 or 20 years back, there are more platforms, there are more modes of content consumption than there are today, right? Which is where it's very important that we have experiments, we are taking risks, we are trying different variations within what we are communicating, the style of communication, the substance within that communication. The very approach has to be now platform specific, and what will work today will not work a week or a month or a year from now. So we have to constantly evolve. The consumer is evolving way faster than they used to a generation back. Their content consumption is changing significantly. Their usage of various platforms is very, very different. And all these things are, with the advent of newer channels such as Instagram Reels, which itself was inspired by TikTok. These are breakthrough ways of content consumption, which means that marketers now have to keep evolving. They can't stick to one right answer. They can't assume that they have the right answers to begin with. Right? All the experiences that marketers have accumulated makes up for a very small fraction of everything that's going around in the consumer's life. So it's important to gather a lot of opinions. It's important to gather a lot of ideas. It's important to refine those ideas through rigorous discussions and testing them out and trying them out in various forms and manners across each of the media vehicles that are present today. Some of the biggest risks as well as opportunities in marketing today come from MarTech. MarTech has made a lot of our campaigns and our communication, the impact of it, highly measurable. At the same time, it also signals an over-reliance on data. And data can, as we all know, can be tortured to confess to whatever we want, which is where that bias needs to be disassociated. We need to step back from data initially when we are trying to identify solutions. We need to listen to consumers first. We need to know at the end of the day that consumers need to find brands relatable, and that is where we need to focus more on the outside-in perspective, and we can validate a lot of that through data. So finding that right balance between subjective ideas and anecdotal feedback and data is something that marketers will need to work on. To summarize, independence in marketing means acknowledging that there is no one right answer for a given situation or any one right answer for all situations. Independence in marketing means that one has to stay humble, stay curious, and be in a process of constant discovery.